welcome back to my channel, friends. This is Sonia here from Growing Craft. Thank you so much for joining in, and do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. And today video is all about the ink pads. Yes, I know what you see on the screen is the MDF base on which we are going to work, but yes, I have been asked a lot of times that how to use your dye based ink pads, because those are of very reasonable price as compared to the permanent ink pads, and how to use them for coloring. So I just thought I'll do a quick video tutorial on using your ink pads for mixed media art. Now of course I need to do some mixed media art and rice paper. The decoupage technique is going to add a lot of drama to my base. So here, after my chest, I am sticking my rice paper. This one is my detailing. I'm mentioning all the supplies linked down in the video description box so that it's easier for you guys to buy them and to check out. Now once I am done with the sticking of the work, I'll just take out all the excessive rice paper part, and then I'm going to seal it with my varnish. Why I use my varnish? Because I always believe in sealing my project a lot at every stage, so that whenever I do any other color blending, it does not ruin my decoupage paper or my rice papers or my base paper. So yes, these are the basic techniques which you need to follow. Just in case if you guys have not checked out my YouTube channel for the series of video on basics of decoupage and mixed media, where in each video I have picked up one supply and I have talked about it, I have discussed about it, and I have shared whatever the information I had with all of you guys. So do check that. Now here for my little more drama, I'm going to use my stencil and I'm going to use my modeling paste, and I'm going to create a beautiful texture around. Now if you want, you can mix up colors and do it directly on your base, but I really like the watercolor effect what we do on our bases. So that is the reason I always do my modeling work or the texture work and then I add my colors, and I think that adds a little more excitement when I'm working with colors. That gives you a lot of scope for color blending and having beautiful effect on your background. Now one thing is very important whenever I am doing my mixed media or my decoupage art, I love to have the heat gun. Why? Because it saves a lot of time, and yeah, this dries up everything so quickly you can't even imagine, guys. So yeah, do try your hands on heat gun. I absolutely love them, and the reason why I love having them is because I save a lot of time. So very quickly I can finish up a project. I don't have to wait for a lot of time to drying out. Now of course I again sealed my project, and then here I am using my chalk paint with a lot of water. Like I said, I love doing water coloring techniques. So yes, I add a lot of water whenever I'm doing these kind of colors. Of course these colors get diluted, so you need to check out what effects you are looking for, and accordingly you need to plan out your colors. Now here I always keep a wet wipe or a damp cloth with me so that I can remove all the excessive colors. And why I sealed my decoupage paper, the rice paper, with the varnish, so that my color does not bleed on them, and whenever I want I can just clean it up very quickly. So even with your damp cloth or with your wet wipe, you can clean them really well. Like I mentioned, I'm putting up all the supplies linked down in the description box. Do check that. Now it's time for foiling work. So here I'm using the gliding adhesive, and I am just brushing it up on the arounds of it, and I'm going to cover a bit of texture work also with this so that my texture works get a little more highlighted. Now I have done individual videos of all these techniques, like for gliding work, for texture work, for mixed media work, for decoupage work. So if you scroll down to my YouTube channel, you will see a lot of videos. Like when we say decoupage, it's not only that it can be done on one surfaces, it can be done on any surfaces. Trust me, it can be done on any surfaces. It's just that you need to keep few things in mind when you are working on particular basis. So do check the varieties of video what I have done. That is going to really help you out. And still, if you guys have any query, you can let me in the comment section. I will be more than happy to help you all. Now after my foiling work, I am just taking out all the excessive foil work and I'm drying it out. Now it's time for my massive stamping, which I cannot live without. I am absolutely in love and awe with this stamp, and I'm very quickly doing a bit of stamping. So everywhere you don't have to very prominently show your ink pads or your stamping work, it just has to be on the background. Now this is the dye-based ink pad which I was talking about. So this is one brand. You can pick up any of your choices, and yes, you can just rub it around your work. Now here I'm adding water to it. Later on I realized that I have used a brush which had some white color. So I'm going to take another brush, add a little water to that ink part, and then I'm going to spread it around. Now if you see this project, this pink color is not that prominent when you see it on screen, but at the end I'm showing the pictures. Do check that. It adds a tinge of pink to your project, which really adds a little more drama, adds a different color to my project. So this is how you can use your ink pads also. This is a dye based ink pad, and yes, I know using a dye based ink pads takes a lot of time to dry out. Also it bleeds really quickly the moment you start varnishing. So yes, this is the way in which you can use it. Let it dry very well, and then you start doing your rest of the work. So here I'm adding some of my mixed media fibers. Again, all these supplies are available in our store. You can check that. And I'm adding some of the paper flowers here. And with the help of my glue gun, I'm sticking all these. Now, if you want to add a little more texture or a little more dimensions to your project, you can use your cardboard pieces to give that. But I was pretty happy with the way my flowers were popping out already. So I didn't have to do much. Now mixed media fiber is something which I absolutely believe that all of us should have, because it makes your project look so gorgeous and so pretty. Just in case if you guys have missed out on my mixed media envelope and pop-up card making, so do check that. I'm sure you guys are going to love that video too. Now guys, I would really like you to leave some comment and let me know that if you really like this video, if you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys have any of your suggestions for the videos which I can plan out for, I will be more than happy to do that. Now here I'm adding sentiment. All these sentiments are like pre-made, so you just need to add your backing or your adhesive and stick it, and they make my work much more easier. Like on the spot, I can just choose from the varieties of sentiments, and I can have it on my cards, my tags, my scrapbook, and they look super gorgeous. Now I just felt that I should add a little more flowers, so adding 2 more buds around my sentiment, and with this my flower sticking work is done, and they look super gorgeous and super pretty. So yeah, this is a fun way of creating tags, and these are so good for your gifting, for your cards, your gifts, your any occasions, and you can even add magnets to it, and they look superb. Now here I'm using a black color organza ribbon. I'm going to stick this fiber in it, and I'm just going to put it tightly, and yes, this looks great. Adding a bit more of fiber, I do not mind that at all, because whenever you think that there is something which is extra, you can cut it off, and or you can just pull it out, and it works out perfectly. So here I am just adding a bit more of fiber here, and bud here, just to complement this with the white kind of work I have done at the bottom of the tag, and they look super cute. So yeah, my tag work is done. Like I said, you can always cut off the extra fibers, and it's ready. So this is how it looks, and I'm sure on the pictures you can see the pink color. Even in the video also I can see that you can see out the dye-based ink pad what we have used. So they are used in a very subtle way, and they look absolutely gorgeous. Now I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Do subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, and do leave your love in the comment section. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.